and welcome to episode 2 of the You Billy podcast. I guess that's what we're calling it. We're not really calling it anything particular. Episode 2, the Dogcast, I guess, because Harry's brought his dog, and then I've got mine as well. So,
Oh, Ruby, don't do that face.
ooh. Rigby, she's been spayed. She's never in the mood, I don't think. If that's what you mean. We're gonna let them roam around, see how. Harry, look at the check your clock as well, because we're gonna do 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes. That'll be 8 past 4.
Okay. So, yeah, this is this week we're going to be talking about Punisher and the new Justice. No, not Justice League. The new Avengers trailer. Which
yeah.
looks okay. I mean, yeah. What do you want to? What do you want to talk about first? No. Okay. I'm gonna have to let them out, I think.
Yeah, Ruby's getting a bit angry, aren't you, Ruby? Ruby, don't hurt him. It's fine.
I think I'll let them out.
She's never ever done that.
No, really. Come on, I think he's just.
I think she'll be fine here, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
Rick
just when they're together.
Rick just needs to run around.
She's fine, just chewing that bone.
Right, so, yeah. I guess Avengers first, because that's. Yeah. Well, look pretty generic.
Yeah, look like for what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Just a lot of Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
They're all going to come together, and I've got a theory that at the end of the first film, it'll seem like they're all going to lose, and then during the second film they'll slowly build up and then win like really unexpected.
Yeah. Well, that's what they did for Justice Leagues, and something I found really strange was. Thanos without his helmet on looks so stupid.
He just looked like a great face.
Yeah, exactly. A big bald villain is now a thing because you got the Punisher villain was bald. Spoilers. We're not going to tell you who it is. Rigby. We're not going to tell you who it is yet, but he is bald. I think just keep your helmets on, Thanos.
Ruby, why are you barking at Rigby?
Shall I let them both out, maybe?
Yeah, you could give it
Okay.
a go.
Ruby!
Go on. Oh.
Come on, Ruby.
Oh, she's going to take the bone with her.
Go on, dog. Yeah. That ought to be a bit more calm.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, there have been rumours.
She might do poo actually.
Okay, that's fine. We got a spoon for that.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There have been rumours or speculation that Spider-Man might die.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've got another theory about death. So I was thinking about it last night actually.
Yeah.
Iron Man almost definitely gonna die, but because he's like 53 now.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're gonna have to kill him off at some point.
Yeah, and his check's running out as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I think same for Chris Evans as well.
Oh.
Who is Captain America.
Yeah, he's not old though. I mean,
No.
he could keep on doing it.
Yeah, he could. But yeah, with Robert Downey Jr., it's just that, he's too old, and I guess.
Yeah.
But do you think it's going to be like a mantle he's going to pass on to someone?
I sort of hope not. He just like gets got.
He just goes and then.
But let's face it, if he dies, like half the film's just gonna be like a slow motion scene of him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been in so many films.
Yeah, exactly. He started it as well, so it would be.
Unless you include.
It'd be quite something for him to just go.
Unless you include the first Hulk film. But that's
was
not Edward Norton.
Is that canon?
I don't know. I mean, it would make sense to be canon, but because the end of the Hulk film ends in the same place that they find him in the first Avengers film.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah.
But yeah.
But he doesn't do any of that really stupid jumping that he does in the first one.
No.
Where he just like insanely jumps over things.
Yeah.
And then the inner hype machine was whizzing away when I saw Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. And then I'm thinking that shot where they're all sort of looking quite confused, that you got Wong.
Yeah.
You got Doctor Strange and then Iron Man looking quite shocked at something. I think that's because someone's died.
Yeah, probably.
And then there's another one where Iron Man's just like distraught, and I think that's because Spider-Man has passed away. I mean, he's been in
1, 2
2 now.
Yeah. He wasn't like a quarter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Hulk hasn't even
Civil
got
War.
his own film yet.
No, not really.
Unless you count the first 3. But yeah.
I'm a bit sad that they're adding what's his face,
Loki.
the Guardians of the Galaxy, and because all those films have been so good, it'll be bad if they just go,
Yeah, well, it's going to be all in, literally all in. I mean, that was a slogan for Justice League, or Legs, actually. All in. Then all the cities had their own, like, New York is all in. Melbourne was all in as well, stuff like that.
What, like they're in the Justice League?
They're all in. We're hyped for this movie.
Oh right, okay.
Are you hyped for?
I mean, it'll be like Justice League. Like you'll go with mediocre expectations, and it'll be a mediocre film. I think.
Yeah.
Do
you think it's going to be a must see though?
Yeah,
if you have watched all the other ones,
I'm sure I'll watch it because I have seen a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, because I didn't.
A few of them in the cinema.
I didn't see First Avengers actually, and I saw it in the end, but I didn't see it at the cinema. I think that would have been a nice experience to see.
I saw 5 minutes of that in a boat on the way to France. That was the first time I saw it. It was that bit when Hulk's on like a scooter and vroom vroom and he's like
he just rides up.
I'm always angry and
he just punches the air whale. Yeah. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, I thought that was actually like a good film.
First Avengers was
for what it was.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think we can all safely say Loki's gonna die.
Yeah.
As well, because I mean, when he hands over the Tesseract, when he hands it over, and then he looks quite confused. I think that's because Thanos is gonna punch him. Does a bit of brawling with.
Or like hammer him.
He doesn't have a hammer. He's not Steppenwolf.
No.
I mean, he has an axe.
No, that was the baddie from the first Guardians of the Galaxy film. Who had that big like.
Ronan. Yeah. But then he gets dissolved in a cloud.
In a cloud of power for people.
Exactly. Are you? When was the last time you watched a Marvel film? Do you think?
A Marvel film?
Yeah.
It was probably.
They're trying to get in.
It was probably Homecoming, or
Oh yeah, that's true. Wait, was Homecoming before or after Guardians?
Yeah, I'm not sure what. In fact,
give it a quick
I'm gonna
check. Yeah.
I'm gonna look on IMDb.
Yeah. But they're both pretty good. There's also been speculation that all the characters from the TV, from the series, are going to be in this as well. I don't know if that's ever going to come to anything. Do you? Like Daredevil and.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they shouldn't. Though.
No.
And they probably won't. But yeah.
How do you find out when it was released on IMDb?
And to be fair, if
Ruby licks sobs.
to be Ruby, and then Ruby's barking away. Oh, okay. And then if Peter Parker did die, Spider-Man, then just says 2017. 12A. Does that mean anything? August?
That's the that's the
that's
just
the
12.
rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, doesn't say. Just also, if they killed Spider-Man, then there wouldn't be any protagonist for the Venom movie, which I'm quite excited to see.
Yeah.
That could be good.
Yeah, I really liked him in. That was a cartoon Spider-Man film I had when I was like 5, and the baddie was him, and I was like, yay.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you find that sometimes if like you get one comic and then there's this villain in it, that's your villain, and when you see it in a film, you get really excited.
Okay, Spider-Man Homecoming was released on 5th of July. When was...
Also, I'm gonna close the door. Yeah. Also, the soundtrack looked a bit generic, which is it's getting worse, isn't it? Because like first Avengers, I really liked that soundtrack. Like where they all get in a circle, and then Age of Ultron was pretty. I can't even remember it.
Homecoming came out later, so the last one.
Oh, it would have been
Ultron was quite generic.
Yeah.
I really like the first Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, and the second was good, but not. What from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
No, like their songs like.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Hooked on a Feeling.
Oh no! I thought you meant the actual score.
No. I mean,
well, that was good.
I didn't really pay attention to the score.
Well, the score for the first Avengers was quite good, but this one just seems to be
generic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not all bad because
also Captain America has a beard.
Yeah.
That's something we can.
And no shields, but he's got 2 shields on his hands.
Has he?
Yeah. Did you not see?
No, I wasn't.
Man, have you watched? Have you watched a breakdown of it?
No, because they've always got loads of spoilers that people work out just immediately. Like he's definitely gonna die, because this and this and this and well, thanks for that.
Yeah, I mean another thing is Star Wars. All the trailers. Basically inescapable for anyone who uses the internet regularly.
I haven't seen.
You haven't, which is you're one of the lucky ones.
I saw the teaser and then Mark Hamill tweeted, "Shouldn't watch the other one because it's like not very good and a bit misleading."
I find a little strange because you would have thought with a series as big as Star Wars, there'd be no need to release a trailer that gives away a lot of stuff because the hype is already there.
Yeah.
If you're giving away stuff, people might be less likely to see it because I've seen the trailers, and I mean, it's okay. It's not quite as amazing as Force Awakens from the looks of it, but I'm still gonna see it.
Craig didn't like Force Awakens. Craig
said
it was a bad version of A New Hope.
Yeah. But then he liked Rogue One. I like Rogue One.
I thought Rogue One was really good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's well then.
Not really much more to say about it.
No, not really. I mean, we'll just hold our breath, see what happens. But
Ruby.
They want to come back in.
Should we let?
I think if we let Ruby in and not Rigby will bark and Ruby will growl.
Yeah.
And then if we let both of them in, they'll just jump all over the table and stuff.
I'm not sure.
It's a tough call. We haven't even announced the fact that that Dom isn't here.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't know that Dom wasn't here, it's because he's not. It's because he's been edited into this bit here. We haven't been talking to him. Yeah. He is here. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He's actually doing something inappropriate with. I believe, right now.
I think we're gonna have to bleep the word. We're gonna have to bleep that one too because we can't let the name get out. I don't think. Without the little Ooh Billy logo over our mouths.
Okay.
Little beep. So that is gonna get really. Look, he's just barking at the back of her head.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, poor Ruby. Yeah. Well.
Oh, please let me in. Please don't come down.
Oh. How do you think, if Ruby could speak, what kind of voice do you think she'd have?
I don't know. She's not very clever. So.
Well, dogs aren't. I mean, some dogs are.
My new puppy's worked things out that Ruby can't do. Like, she's worked out how to, like, if she can get herself on the sofa, and that took Ruby like 2 years to work.
Yeah. Shay. Yeah. What do you reckon the chances are the mic's picking this up? The barks.
Probably.
I reckon it definitely is.
They're not quiet.
No, they're not. Well, should we dive into Punisher?
Punisher, yeah, sure.
Let's give it a Punisher.
The first thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You know the lady who's in charge of like whatchamacallit, whose friend died. Oh. No,
Harry.
Nobody died.
Harry.
You know the lady who's like supposed to. You know who I'm talking about though.
Yeah, lady, I do.
Yeah. Her mum is the worst actor I've ever seen, and her voice is so annoying.
I think she's trying to be a slightly comedic foreigner though, isn't she? And that is genuinely not a great role in general.
She sounds like she spent 70 years straight like smoking, and then she's tried to talk like I can't even do that voice. It triggers me every time I hear it.
Exactly. But you haven't watched any of the other Marvel stuff, have you?
No, I watched. No, that's DC.
Yeah.
Not any other Marvel stuff.
Yeah, you watched Arrow.
Well, like 3 episodes of it.
Yeah. Well, I watched like 2 episodes of Flash. Very bad. Don't watch it. Anyways.
Are there any other Marvel heroes in Punisher? Apart from Punisher?
I did a bit of research actually. The guy who he helps, Micro. Yeah. He is a character, but he's not. Yeah, I couldn't really find any things of him. I didn't.
No, I was looking through all the films, like the 2004 film, and
oh yeah, no, Bullseye wasn't in it, was he?
No.
Because he was the main character from last time. I didn't watch that, but.
No, I haven't watched it, but I did see.
So do you wanna give a quick summary? I mean, didn't go that well last time, but do you wanna?
Okay. Should I do it like episode by episode or just in general? Completely in general. Okay.
Just what happens?
This guy, ex-marine,
Frank Castle.
Frank Castle. What's his Spanish name that he just completely made up? It was like.
Peter.
Well, he had a funky surname. Anyway. So Frank Castle, ex-marine, his family got killed, I assume by some cartel people, because then he went around killing them, didn't he?
I think
those cocaine boys.
Well,
that was that Mexican guy who was like your.
And he like sniped him from across the border. That was pretty nice.
That was pretty cool.
You're not doing a very good job.
No.
Okay, give it another. There's one. There are 2. One has Thomas Jane. Both have Thomas Jane. Then one has John Travolta, and the other one has Bob Joel. I don't know why they felt the need to make 2. Maybe it's
Is the Bob Joel's one not?
Maybe it was 2 parts, but they released one part. I'm really confused. I don't know why they did that.
This is the video game.
Oh.
That was the video game.
But they have Bob Joel's instead of John Travolta.
Yeah, because they couldn't afford John Travolta for the video games, I guess.
Oh, I guess that would make sense. Yeah. Also, if you couldn't tell, these are Punisher shirts.
Mine's a bit baggy, so you can't.
Yeah, exactly. But kind of got the idea. I mean, I'm no spray paint artist, as you can tell, but it's not too bad.
His is sort of a bit messy though.
Yeah.
So.
Well, his is also the problem is this is felt he does his on like a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not. Like,
I thought the soundtrack was pretty good.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
I like the title the title sequence, like the whole.
Yeah.
I can't do it, but
No. I can't really remember what it was, but I just do know that there was it was quite good. And then what do you think of the music they use in general?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, it was okay.
That bit when they were playing chicken and he rammed her 69 Mustang.
Yeah.
That was like that
was okay.
Some fast.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I felt they did a really good job of the whole sort of flashback thing.
Yeah.
Like, because in the first
few episodes, that bit with when he's on the bed and his wife walks in, that got really repetitive.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought that did make the message, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because he does have to live with that daily, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And so do people who are affected by that. And like for the first 5 episodes, there are 5 flashbacks, I'd say.
I don't know.
Or they get less as it goes on because his mind's taken up with other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I thought it was not bad.
My favourite character is the black guy who runs the PTSD session.
Yeah, be careful because you're going to give away spoilers with that.
Well, yeah, I'm not
somehow
spoil anything.
No.
He's just a nice guy.
He's quite nice.
Can I talk about his?
Yeah, it's not a spoiler. He doesn't have a leg.
He's got a leg.
That doesn't matter at all. Literally,
he lost it in.
I mean, they talk about it later on, but literally, you can't tell he has a metal leg.
Yeah, I was surprised because I thought that looks like a real leg, and
yeah, exactly.
Until that.
Although I guess.
When you can see
oh no, he's come in. I guess it wasn't just a pole though, was it? It was like a fully jointed.
Should we try again, or is it not even worth it?
I think just let them.
Why?
No, I'm gonna do something about this. Although Harry, while I am gone away, give a brief summary of what you thought happened.
Starts off right, and Punisher is killing people who are like cocaine people, and then turns out it's a flashback, and he's actually a really sad guy who's not doing very happy, and then basically he gets happy by killing people from a dark lair which you don't know where is.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, I didn't hear all of it.
Sneezing.
I think it was okay. Yeah, so basically his family's been murdered, he wants to find the people who murdered them, he teams up with this guy called Micro, who wants...
Jesus H. Christ.
I think Micro wants to kill him at first, but because he thinks that he's responsible for what happened to him, then it turns out to be...
what happened to him.
We can't yet, I don't think.
Ruby! Come on, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
and then the villains are
Ruby.
not memorable at all, I don't think. Like, they're just...
You got your boy with the eye.
The classical bald man with...
And
second bald villain in in all the Marvel things.
And you're supposed to think that guy's handsome who's a baddie as well.
Yeah, well I mean, you're not attracted to men, so...
No, but they keep banging on about how he's really pretty.
Hello. Is she ignoring you, Rigby? Yeah, I reckon if Rigby had a voice, it would be like a quite a northern, like a sort of a... Hello, my name's Rigby. What's yours? I want a piece of plastic to chew, and you can't have my headphones. And what would Ruby sound like?
I don't even know.
Rigby, this isn't gonna work. You're gonna have to leave.
Noises.
Whenever he doesn't get what he wants, he just... This kind of...
And he wants Ruby, doesn't he?
Yeah. Ruby, you're a lady of much desire, currently. Yeah, so anyways, I think we've got everything else. If we've got past everything else you might want to know if you haven't watched it yet, but you want to. So is it time for spoilers?
Okay,
let's get in there. I think
Sam Stein dies.
Okay, that literally does. Okay, well, I think that Rigby, you're really annoying. Go away. I mean, you're a lovely duck, but sometimes.
Rigby.
Honest to God, I thought Punisher didn't do enough punishing in the first few episodes. And then at the end he does quite a lot.
I haven't seen the last 3.
In the end, what he does, he gets a guy has been beating him up. Then because it's the bald man with the thing in his eye.
Yeah.
And because his eye was damaged by Frank, he wants to get back at him. So he nearly slices the eye, but the pretty guy has been slicing away at the things tying his wrist back because he's on the chair and he's tied up. And then his hands whip in front of him. He grabs a blade, and then
when his hands get a bit sore.
Yeah, but I mean, better that than no eye.
Yeah.
And then he wrestles the guy.
Say you've got permanently painful hands or no eye. That the day or two.
They wouldn't be permanently.
No. This is completely hypothetical. You've got 2 options. One eye is completely missing, or you've got permanently stinging hands, like you've grabbed a nettle or something permanently.
You get used to it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd go for the eye because
I wouldn't.
You could have a glass eye. You could be like, hey, catch, and then people would get really scared.
Well, no, because then you'd have really bad hand-eye coordination. I mean, I have really bad hand-eye coordination, anyways. But I mean, if I had no eye, I probably wouldn't be able to catch a ball. Harry, close one eye and try to catch this coin.
Okay.
See? What do you?
Got a bad hand.
What do you know? Yeah, but what did you think about the sort of the semi-villain, the whiny sheep of a child who appears and threatens to blow up?
What, him?
Yeah.
I thought he was quite good because when the Vietnam guy first traps him, you think he's gonna break out and be a goodie, but then he bombs and you're like, sheesh kebab.
Yeah, blows up a building.
Yeah.
And then what did you think about?
3.
Yeah, exactly. And then he locks himself in the fridge.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, he locks himself up in the fridge and blows himself up.
No.
And the fridge is a glass window, but for some reason everything explodes apart from the window. The window is just intact with all the blood on it for some reason. And then, during that, for some reason, a little piece of glass gets stuck in Frank's arm, but he just walks away with it in his arm.
Nice.
He notices it later, but I'm surprised he didn't take it out before, because he's a hard army man.
If you've got a lot of adrenaline in you, you can't feel pain though. So.
Oh, I guess so.
That might explain it.
Well, I mean, yeah, if a guy blows himself up in a fridge, then...
Yeah, you'd be on, defense mode.
But Pretty Man was he was an okay villain. Just another guy with black hair and guns. Not really anything.
He was surprisingly, I wouldn't say weedy, but surprisingly not muscular for a army.
Rigby! Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with this myself.
Can
wait,
put
before we
Rigby
go...
in a room where there's no windows so that you can't see Ruby, because if you can't see Ruby...
I think it's fine now. Also, another thing that I think I should mention is the loss of the minigun, which I find really strange, because Punisher famously has a minigun.
Thing is though...
Then he didn't have one here. I was a little disappointed.
I did Google about miniguns because you were saying that the other day, and I watched a video of someone who tried to use one, and the recoil on them, you couldn't walk and
Yeah, but even on the Netflix advert for it, he has a minigun.
Does he?
But then it's nowhere to be seen. You've got the money. You've definitely got the money. You had the money to make a little suit. Why not make a little plastic, big plastic Gatling gun? I mean, you could.
Yeah. You have to get a real one that's blank though, and
Well, no, because just do it in After Effects.
Yeah, I guess.
Explosions of the...
Thing is though, it would seem more natural if you got blanks in it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you could have had a prop there to fill in for the loss of the minigun. Because, I mean, I can... If I've seen Punisher with the sniper before. I imagine him with the sniper, but I also imagine him with the massive guns and the... Yeah.
I thought he'd use more knives, to be honest. Basically, a lot of his kills were bang, bang, bang.
Well, when he has that scene where he talks to the kid, and then he just whips out the knife and...
Yeah, and like literally 5 minutes later, like,
yeah, we're playing cat! I know! Also, he says, my man, twice.
Yeah,
and I swear it's the same audio, exactly. We'll have a clip here, because I did record it. It literally, it's so funny. Yeah,
I did think that.
Yeah. And I think it looks... No, okay, this is... I can't deal with this anymore. Rigby!
No! You're gonna have to go outside because you're being a pain in the ass.
Rigby. Rig. No, Rigby. Rig. Come over the table if you like. Oh. Look, Rig. What's happened, Harry?
What?
I heard something fall over. Is it okay?
Yeah, she just did a bit of a skid when I got her to catch the ball.
Yeah, so... well...
His kid can't act. I mean,
no. I mean,
basically
like,
every single child actor
for
I've ever seen.
For a PTSD kid, that is threatening to kill someone with a knife as well, or hurt someone with a knife. He didn't really fit the role, and the kid who, the girl who looks like she could be, I don't know, potentially suicidal. She seemed fairly happy for that.
There aren't very many good child actors. I mean, I can only name, I reckon, 4.
Who?
I would say the girl from Logan was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, she didn't have to say many lines, did she?
No, she was sort of silent for most of the film. And the twins from The Shining and the boy from The Shining, they're all really good.
I guess so. But unless, I guess, a lot of kids do their roles best if their roles are just screaming, really.
Yeah, or not saying
which is basically what Laura from Logan did. Yeah. Well, I mean, and the ball man, he was not very threatening. They tried to make him a kind of a Kingpin-esque villain. You haven't seen Daredevil, have you? No, with Kingpin. He's bald as well, so he's the second bald man. And then of course Lamb Boy wasn't really either.
Who's Lamb Boy?
Small kid who threatens to blow. Well, he does blow up the buildings. You know, because he's got white hair and he lot of. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought he was really well cast though, because he was supposed to be like a military guy through and through, and didn't understand how to.
No,
have
he seemed to. He acted that he had PTSD quite well. I thought. But
I thought who was really good, but like we haven't talked about, is the guy who pretends to serve in Vietnam. I thought for
that was okay, yeah.
For like that guy who really likes guns.
Yeah.
I thought he was really well cast as well.
No, yeah, he wasn't bad. And I think next in terms of those kind of series, we've got like, I think it's probably Luke Cage, which you haven't seen that.
No.
Is seeing this going to make you want to watch more of the Marvel things?
No, I did watch actually the trailer for a few of them, because I was thinking a few months back of watching like The Flash or something. She's just stretching. And it didn't look very good. So
no.
I doubt I will, to be honest. I mean, I might do.
And Punisher, is it bingeable? I mean, I binged it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I watched the most I watched it goes like 3 episodes, so I mean I could watch loads, but I just didn't. I don't know.
No. Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether I binged it because I was doing it for this, or whether I just felt I don't know whether it's that intriguing though.
No,
it's like,
it isn't.
There's not.
It isn't like.
No.
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Escapism, you know. It's
Yeah.
just isn't that.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, the war flashbacks are quite nice. Seem
Yeah.
quite realistic.
Yeah.
There was something slightly fishy about fake blood, I have to say.
It was orange and like.
Exactly. When Nike stabs a guy, it sprays out on the wall. It is literally pink.
It looked like spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, I know.
I just.
I thought. It's
funding, you know.
Yeah, where's the budget gone with this one?
I've seen that from like Poundland that looks more like blood than that.
Exactly. Also, something else I have to mention, which I didn't say before. Rigby. Something else I have to mention is that, do you know for Stranger Things, half the budget went into the 80s songs?
That's not a surprise. They'd be really expensive.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they?
And they were just, I mean, I didn't think they needed to either, because it was just one after the other. Like
I really like that. I thought it was
there were good
perfect,
songs, but I mean, we live in the early. We live in the 10s, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And that you don't hear like Ed Sheeran after Ariana Grande after. You don't hear those songs constantly.
On like popular radio shows, you do.
Yeah, but I guess if you want to capture the theme, you have to have like you have to have something. You have to like have one here and there, not constantly drowning it out. Yeah.
No, I thought. I
What was
thought
that?
they did that perfectly.
No.
She's a bit nervous.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was perfect in general. I watched first episode of Stranger Things season 1 again.
I watched
And I just
the whole
realised
season
how
one
much
again.
more in touch they are with the horror genre in it.
Yeah,
In comparison.
it was a lot creepier. The second one I put more as thriller rather than horror. And
Yeah, exactly.
And the first one I would probably say is more horror.
And for the second one, we're like, where's the hype as well? Like, where's the
Ruby!
Oh, Ruby, sort him out. Go on. No? Okay.
Ruby, come here.
Ruby. Yeah. Well, I mean that's pretty much all there is to be said. Yeah.
Stop barking, idiot.
I think this was Harry. I'm sorry. This is a bad idea. This was a bad idea.
Yeah,
I think it was your idea.
Shouldn't have.
The Dogcast was a failure, unfortunately. But I mean, at least they got to meet. At least we got to see what happened.
See what happened.
Yeah.
And apparently they're not big
No.
fans of each other.
Yeah.
Or is Ruby? Ruby, stop barking.
Yeah. So in terms of games this week, there aren't really any new games. I mean, Harry, you're still getting through Star Wars Battlefront. How have you been doing in that way?
Yeah, the campaign was really good for like, I'm not sure how many missions, but just recently it's becoming like, oh look, you're being Han Solo now. Oh look, you're being Princess Leia now. Oh look, you're being whoever, you know? And it's getting a bit repetitive because like maybe I just want to play the story rather than just being these people that I've seen.
Yeah. Well, something I found really disappointing in terms of games is this week I was playing BF1, and because I don't have.
Ruby, doing this.
Well, I was playing it, and then because I'm not very good, I've only just gotten to level 27, and I can't get past that now because I have to have premium.
What, to get past that level?
Yeah.
Look,
I mean, rank.
really?
Yeah. I mean, it's
ridiculous. That's dumb. That is really
yeah,
dumb.
exactly. You're not
Yeah.
EA or DICE. I mean, who would it be?
EA.
You're not exactly
They
enticing
own
us, are
DICE
you?
now.
Do they?
They bought DICE, I think, last year.
Who are the artists behind it? The people who make the game?
There's some Swedish guys.
Okay. Yeah. Well, which is a shame because it's a really great game.
It's
I
a
like
really
it.
good game, but that's
It's not
forcing you to buy
yeah,
DLC.
exactly.
Like
I mean,
buy DLC,
I have premium trials now available, whatever that means, and
that
which
makes
is
it
quite
really
fun because it means that I can just
play the
play.
maps. Yeah.
Yeah, which is quite because the maps are good.
Yeah.
And then, but just really disappointing. I mean, I know I have no control over it because EA is getting rich AF off this kind of stuff.
It's like Rockstar with GTA. About, I reckon, half a year ago, they just went from making all their users really happy to making everything really expensive and making shark cards really expensive. So now you have to spend like 60 quid to get one plane, and it's really dumb.
Well, I guess that's what happens really.
Yeah.
And some games don't really fall for that, but then a lot do. A lot become sellouts because they just.
My brother was saying that Wolfenstein's really good for that because after you've bought the game, you know got the game.
Yeah, exactly. What are your feelings about Wolfenstein?
Well, I've only seen the trailer.
No, has he got Wolfenstein 2?
Yeah, it's whatever the most recent one is.
Oh, Wolfenstein 2, yeah.
And I watched a live stream of it, and it did look pretty fun.
Yeah.
To be honest, but
is that Bethesda or what is that?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Find out.
Looks really good though, I think. But I think that the problem with that is that once you get past the idea that you're gunning down Nazis in big suits, basically the thrill is gone because they basically copied that for the second one. Yeah, but I recently got a BioShock for some reason, BioShock 2, just to see what that was like.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I got pretty bored of it pretty soon, but that's because the map's pretty repetitive and the villains the
What's Yiddish?
Yiddish. It's a Eastern European Jewish language.
Oh.
Why?
All the languages you can get it in English. That makes sense.
Yeah.
German. Oh, okay. And Yiddish.
Well, who was it made by? Maybe it's for the guys back home.
It's made by Swedish people.
That's why the derogatory term for Jews are sometimes Yids.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, Fortnite. We might as well talk about it.
Fortnite.
The copy paste of PUBG, which is.
Yeah, I think it's really good with friends.
Yeah.
I tried some single player a few days ago, and after 3 rounds, I was like, it's just the same. I'm like
because the map is literally just the same one.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they don't have the money to make.
They're bringing
more.
PUBG to Xbox soon.
Okay.
They are testing it out actually.
Because PUBG has more maps, doesn't it?
Xbox
But
Yeah.
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 And
they
what do
say
you
that
think?
it'll be out by Christmas. But
Yeah. What do you think about the sort of Disney Infinity look of Fortnite?
I really like the graphics and like how everyone's either really buff or a woman.
I think
there's
the
no
women's hips are like insanely large. Exactly. And then the men just. I'm not a massive fan of it. I think it's a bit boring, but done before.
I quite like it. Yeah.
Well, actually, Samuel is a big fan of Fortnite. I mean, we could see if he wants to. Samuel, do you want to talk about Fortnite quickly? Okay, he's coming. I just find it a really boring game in general.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes fun to play, I guess.
I like it. I was doing it with Jacob a few days ago, and I found that fun, but.
Ruby,
here's our Fortnite.
Don't get settled in. Just say something quick, and then please leave.
Is this a camera?
Just say something. No, that's. Do you wanna?
Something?
Say something about Fortnite.
About Fortnite, Samuel.
About Fortnite.
Right.
Not just anything.
Yeah.
Fortnite is fun.
He's
It's
like Martin Luther King Jr. His speech giving skills.
it's a great game, and it's good for all the family.
What do you think about the graphics of it?
They're a bit pansy, aren't
Isn't that a... I mean, I'm not going to...
What is it about homophobic? Okay, we're gonna... I think we should leave now. So.
Yeah, well, there's our homophobic this episode.
Exactly.
What was actually intended?
No, well, you succeeded. Leave now. Go away. That was an interesting contribution. I mean, now we know what he thinks of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Whether we wanted that is open for opinion. I think this is probably going to be a memeless episode because Dom isn't here to laugh at everything.
Dom's not here to laugh at the word microtransaction.
We can't have a counter at the top anymore.
No, that's annoying.
We're going to make one.
What have we said a lot this episode?
Dogs.
Dog. Yeah. No, we should
I
count
think dogs
each
is
bark.
a real... What?
Each bark, we should count.
Yes, there should be a bark and then the amount of time we say the word dog.
Yeah.
Because dog is a really stupid word, isn't it?
Yeah. Dog.
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 Dog. I'm just going to walk my dog. It's pretty...
Dog.
Yeah.
I just thought that.
I'm sure if Dom were here, he'd be rolling about on the floor laughing.
Talking about pets.
Yeah?
I'm getting a pet fish. Well, no, not one pet fish. 12 pet fishes.
12? Why?
I like fish.
Yeah, I know you like your fish. There's no reason to get 12 of them.
I bought a 50 quid, 64 litre tank, right? Massive, right?
Yeah.
And I've got all the stuff for it, like a thermostat, filter.
Right.
I'm going like super good.
You're going full mode on the fish.
I'm gonna grow plants in my fish tank. Then I'm gonna get one that's like 10 quid.
Okay.
That's pretty expensive for a fish.
What kind of a size are they? Are they the classic kind of...
So basically, I'm gonna get 6 ones which are like they look pretty cool. They're called green neon tetras. You can Google them, and they're like sort of, I think it's 2
We'll have
centimeters.
a photo.
Yeah. They're like 2 centimeters. They can grow to. I'm having one which is like really cool, called a glass catfish, and they're like invisible. Like you can see through them.
Oh right.
And they can get up to like 7 centimeters long. I'm having 2 of those. I'm having 3 Pakistani loaches, which are like zebra design, and then get up to like 8 centimeters long, which is quite big. And then 1.
Harry, I think I know what you should call your Pakistani loach.
What?
Ken.
Ken?
Ken Loach. Do you
No.
know who Ken Loach is?
No, I have no idea who Ken Loach is.
Look who Ken Loach is. He wrote
Loach.
Kess, which is really good. Well, quite gritty, northern.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, that was by Ken Loach. Dog. Oh,
Jesus.
that was
Christ.
the 4K TV I just hit. Take that. Doggo.
Ken Loach,
Pretty
like
cool.
actor.
Harry, you should mind your hair because I think it might be getting in the way of the camera.
Sorry.
Ruby. Dog.
Ken Loach is a pretty normal looking guy.
Yeah. He doesn't look like a fish. But what can you do with fish? Are they just aesthetically pleasing? Is that their only...
Well, the thing is, right, I was thinking, I've wanted fish since I was 6, and my parents have always said when you turn 15 you can have fish. So I turned 15 recently, I was like really excited because I'm allowed to keep my own fish. Thing with a dog, and
Yeah.
I do like Ruby and everything, but isn't your pet, you don't
Oh, I guess
control-
so.
Well, whereas all my fish,
But
like...
dogs can be useful. They
if
can be
I
good
wanted
companions.
To, if I wanted
What do you get
to,
from a fish?
I could kill my fish. Every single one. I could.
Okay. And what do you...
Wait. One
You could have,
idea
I know,
had-
have a fish for every 12th day of Christmas. So you can have the 12 days of Christmas, but each one you're killing a fish.
I'm not gonna kill them. They're like that long. I couldn't eat a fish that long.
I'm not saying you eat it, I'm saying you...
Just
Well, I
kill
mean,
it. Just
give
like
it-
mash it. Okay.
Well, give it to Ruby. Does
She
Ruby eat
eats
fish?
I've never fed a fish, but I'm sure.
I
she
reckon
would.
Rigby would eat a fish if he was given one.
Yeah, I'm sure. Ruby
I really
would.
want a pig actually. I've been promised a pig for several years, but I've never.
They're really good as piglets, but they can get
Yeah.
up to like 5. Not 5. My dad went to a pig abattoir once. Fun fact, and they and they get up to 500 kilos.
Yes, but that's only if you fatten
which
them up
is the same weight
extortionately.
as the original Fiat 500.
Okay.
That's how big they can get.
Yeah, they can get that big.
And
but if you take them for daily walks,
you wouldn't.
You give them the food they need. You can get a really nice
animal. You can't
animal.
toilet train them though, can you? I'm gonna Google that.
Hello, Ruby. Hello.
Can you toilet train pigs? Oh. You can use a litter box.
No. Well. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like cats with their toilets. You get a litter box.
And I think when you look into a pig's face, I think a bond is created.
Yeah, because they're really clever, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, also with goats, actually.
You eat them though.
Yeah, I eat them. No, Rigby.
Oh no, here goes. Oh. And so it begins.
I think we got to have a squeal counter as well. A squeal, a dog, and a bark counter.
You've basically already got a pig.
Yeah, basically.
With his squealings.
Yeah.
Thing
with anyways,
I was Rigby, please.
Yeah, can you get Dogby out?
Stupid fat.
Yeah.
Ruby Oil.
Something with goats I found out recently. Well, not recently, like a year ago I found it out. If you look into a goat's eyes for long enough, emotional bond is scientifically created.
Oh.
No, I thought
Like
that was
fish.
really cool. What?
If I look into my Pakistani loach's eyes long enough,
You might kill it.
an emotional by looking at it.
Fish are pretty weak-minded.
I went to Pets at Home to look at fish, and they've got a kind of sea snail which is like really dangerous, right? So
dangerous sea snail.
If you've got this kind of sea snail, you can't have any other kind of snail at all, or any shrimps. No. Right. So I was thinking I could get like 10 of those and 20 shrimps and just see what happened. Because they would have a massive war. Wouldn't that be really cool?
That would be pretty cool. I mean, when you do that, Harry, call me round with a camera,
sort of doubt
and we'll make a documentary about it.
I sort of doubt that's ethical.
No.
Though.
I mean, it might get taken down if we put it on YouTube.
Well,
I mean, we don't have to.
They can't take it down because there are documentaries about abattoirs, aren't there? Which is slightly.
Oh, I guess so.
Slightly more.
Yeah, there's something on YouTube about you can't have suffering or something like that. So, for some reason, something that Casey Neistat, who famous YouTuber, almost everyone here will have heard of him, but Harry doesn't.
Who?
Casey Neistat, Harry.
Ah.
Okay, Harry, do you know who? Let's see. Do you know who?
How do you spell that?
Casey Neistat.
They're not letters. How do you spell that?
Let me, Harry.
K-C. Undercover. Wait.
No. He's a vlogger, Harry.
It's a man.
Yes. What's that meant to mean? I think he's Ruby, drop. She's not cooperating.
He's
Ruby.
an ugly fella.
I mean, he's got a wife and a child. He's not a bad-looking man.
He's an ugly man. He is an ugly man.
Yeah, I don't think you can say that, Harry. We're on YouTube. You just offended one of the most successful YouTubers there's ever been.
I'm just saying.
So you didn't know who he was? Okay, he's got a.
He's no Jason Statham. Who's a famous.
No. He's no Jason Voorhees either.
I don't know who that is.
That's the famous, Jason from Halloween.
I haven't seen that film.
With this.
I haven't seen that film.
Okay, he's got a hockey mask, Harry.
Yeah, I can't see through a hockey mask. I don't know what he looks like.
That's not the point. The point is you said
one
one Jason, you said another.
Mask.
Can you? Your search history, Harry.
Oh, can you stop?
Yeah.
What's my search history?
Well, I mean.
Can you toilet? You asked me if you could toilet train.
Yeah, I think the fact that you don't know who
Casey Neistat
is a bit disappointing.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't look at.
Wait, no, wait. Do you know who Jake Paul is?
Well, yeah.
Do you know who Logan Paul is?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Do you know who Keemstar is?
Oh, is he the green one?
Hurry! Humans can't be green. What do you mean?
Who's the green one? Who I'm not sure, but
Jacksepticeye.
is it?
Well, he is commonly
green.
associated with green.
Has he got green hair?
No, Keemstar is the news guy.
I don't know.
No, okay.
Anyway.
Do you know what YouTube is?
Hazard
doesn't know his tube.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be. Well,
Ruby, you lost.
I think it's time for that famous segment, the hypothetical.
Oh yeah, the hypothetical segment.
I
had a really good one last week as well. I forgot what it is though.
No, me too. Like you think of them, but then they just go away. So, do you want to do the hypothetical and I can do the shower thought? Or have you got a shower thought and I can do the hypothetical? Because I don't really care.
I haven't got either.
Okay.
Tell you what, you go first and I'll think of whatever.
Oh, right, okay.
What are you saying?
Right.
Actually, I've got a hypothetical.
Okay.
Or who would win the fight? 10 deadly sea snails or 20 shrimp?
What? A shrimp has no defense system. They can pinch you a bit.
They
No.
can do that.
No, they
can.
I want to know how these snails are armed. How can they defend
Well,
themselves?
basically, it said you're not supposed to keep them in the tank with any kind of snails because they will hunt them down and kill them. That is literally what it said in Pets at Home.
But the thing is, though, a snail just crawls around. A shrimp can hop over things.
No, they
excrete a poison.
They've got really, really ugly faces, so they can lift up their face and they've got like a mouth that like opens up, and then they.
Oh, that sounds freakish.
They can kill other.
Well, I'm gonna. I think we'll have to have a photo of that here too, because I want to see it myself.
Sure.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's obviously really
what's Ruby
small.
doing?
She does this thing when she's calming down, where you get her ears like that and you stroke them, and then she calms down.
She's just looking down. Right,
I'm surprised that other dogs don't do this because she's.
I tried it with Rigby once. It didn't work.
She's always done this since like since forever.
Rigby does this strange thing where he lies down. He does this with his paws. He tried to do this, but it always does that as well.
Shay does that sometimes.
Yeah.
How old?
Maybe he's inbred.
How old's Rigby?
A few months off too, I think.
Ruby is 8 years old.
Oh. I think that the snails will have most chance because they actually have something to do. The shrimps can't do anything.
That's true.
They just hover around. They might pinch them a bit.
Yeah,
but unless they wanted to, they couldn't.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so fast. They couldn't do anything. Really.
I'm not sure if I took a photo of the snails. No,
Shower thoughts. Shower. Who?
There. It's that ugly mother trucker. Except they can look up and then open, and they've got like some teeth.
I don't believe that.
It's true. It's true.
It can kill because it's scary. Is that what you're saying?
No. It's got a mouth, right?
So it eats them.
Yeah. It bites them. It doesn't kill things because it's scary. It just.
That's what you said. That it lifts off its shell and it's got a scary face.
One that it has got. No, it doesn't. It looks. Look. I'm gonna show you that photo to see. Right. It pokes its head out more of the shell a bit and then lifts it up, and it's got an ugly mouth with some teeth.
I don't think the fact that it's ugly has anything to do with how it can kill things. Shower thought. I've got quite a good one.
Deadly snail.
Shower thoughts. What's the difference between a reference and a massive inside joke?
What do you mean? What, like you reference something?
No, like a reference. If you say like, if you say I've got a bad feeling about this, and then another guy says, "Hey, nice reference, dude."
Oh yeah.
Then what's the difference between a reference and a massive inside joke?
Because it isn't an inside joke. It's just a joke that a lot of people understand. Like basically.
Yeah, but only a certain amount of people have. That's basically an inside joke.
I would say that there's a certain amount of people who have to be part of an inside joke for it to become a reference.
Would you say so?
Yeah.
Look, she's waiting. She's waiting. I don't know. I would say there is no difference.
No, because when you think about it, I've got a bad feeling about this. That's like in a mainstream form of media, maybe a reference has to be from something that you didn't create. Like most of my inside jokes, I was there when they were created.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So if I made like, yeah, but
like my man is an inside joke, not a reference.
Oh, I guess so.
I would say.
Well, no, because it's referencing something. It's referencing form.
Actually.
It's referencing something.
Man,
Yeah, but equally, an inside joke. If you have an inside joke, if like you drew a mustache on Superman with the mustache edited away, and you did it with a friend, that would be an inside joke. But it would also be a reference as well because you're referencing the fact that it had a CGI mustache.
I don't know.
Man, I think we've hit gold this episode in terms of hypothetical. Dom, you're watching this. Answer it, please.
Yeah, please.
Because we want to know.
And
Ruby,
stop doing inappropriate things with you know who.
Yeah.
And I
hope I remember to censor that out because he's gonna give me a battering if I don't.
You don't have to censor out the term you know who, do you?
No, but the name.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she or he because.
I don't think Dom's gay. Or as your brother would call it, I don't think Dom's a pansy.
I know he's used it before, but I never really thought about it, so I'm gonna tell him not to use it now. So, yeah, I think that'll do us nicely. If you want to see more episodes of the Dogcast, you can tell us, but we won't take it into consideration because we don't want another Dogcast. It's a very bad idea.
Ruby!
I mean, we get Rig barking and Ruby just runs around.
Ruby!
Ruby.
I want Ruby to look at the camera. Ruby.
Oh, for God's sake. Harry!
There's Ruby looking on.
Ruby.
Any final thoughts before we say goodbye?
It's not recording.
No, but the camera has audio. It'll be very bad, but...
Final thoughts before we say goodbye. No, really. Personally,
subscribe to The Upside Down Show. One word. Some quality content.
What's that?
I'm gonna show you afterwards. And you're gonna see it.
Okay.
Because it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty bad, but... Rigby, don't even think about it, Rigby.